Hello and welcome to this little video. I would like to talk a bit about the game Cognition and Eric Reed Thriller Episode 1. And I would like to give you my impression of the game after playing it for around 1 to 2 hours. Cognition has so far been a pretty standard point and click adventure game. You play as a FBI agent who is a bit psychic, and you are looking for murderers and investigating crime scenes and stuff like that. And the story so far has actually been quite decent. It has in no way been great or anything like that, but the story do definitely have the potential to be or become quite interesting. When it comes to the characters and the dialogue, all of them have been decent enough, even though none of them have in any way stood out. Visually, the game's environments are a mix of 2D and 3D environments with 3D characters moving around, and it works well enough, even though some of the character models can perhaps sometimes seem a bit strange and not fit into the environment as a whole. Sometimes lip syncing was a bit off, but I think it works well enough. Puzzle mechanic wise, the game kind of delivers what you would expect out of an adventure game. So you go around and talk with people, interact with objects, and use your inventory items with the objects in the world and stuff like that. You do also have your psychic abilities, which spices it up a bit, but it's still a pretty standard point and click adventure game, and the mechanics seems to work well enough. And overall, I found it to be quite competent. But despite all of this, I'm actually dropping the game. That is mainly because of two different reasons. The first reason is simply that so far I have not been impressed by either the quality of the puzzles or the amount of puzzles. So there have been a lot of obvious puzzles. I mean, they really aren't puzzles in any way, but things like give the FBI badge to the policeman for him to let you into the crime scene, stuff like that. And so far, there haven't really been all that many good puzzles, and the majority of the gameplay is simply walking around and clicking on everything that you can interact with, and so on. And it's like a movie. You go around and press stuff, and you hear the narration or the dialogue or stuff like that, but you do not really have any big impact on the interaction and so on. So overall, I, my experience so far is that the interactivity of the game could really be improved quite a bit. Now, it's absolutely possible that this will get better later on, considering that I have not completed even the first episode. But I really found it a bit dull, to be honest, because just of how little interactivity I found in the general gameplay. And the second biggest problem is that I have encountered two different crashes in my around 2 hours of game time. And this is annoying in itself, but this is especially annoying considering that the game do not have autosaves. So yeah, I lost quite a lot of game time. The second crash cost me around 20 minutes of game time, and I lost all of my interest and passion in the story after that. So I will probably not play through these 20 minutes of very much non-interactive gameplay over and over again to continue with the game. So that is a bit sad. So if you are going to play this game, remember to save a bit, because that is just plain annoying. But I guess that was my thoughts on the game. If you have gotten this far, then thank you for watching, and bye bye bye.